No, don't let her smile full. Don't let her eyes confuse. Red lips always lie. 'Cause red lips have a filthy price. That's a murder.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So on today's video I'm going to be doing this sexy inspired vampire look for those who don't want to do something too hard but a little more simple and have it a little bit of a sexy vibe to it. So the first thing I'm going to be using is my Loreal True Match foundation. I don't know the color because it rubbed off, but I kind of wanted to have something a little bit more light just so I look a little bit more pale for this look. So this is the reason why I'm using a color that's a little bit lighter than my body. And then I'm going to be using my Makeup Revolution concealer in 2C just to set the eyes. I wanted to make sure that for this look my eyes didn't craze just because I'm working with darker colors. I look crazy. And then I'm going to be using my Morphe brush and just blend everything together and set everything before I start doing this vampy look. So the first palette I'm going to be using is by Hudabeauty and it's called Smokey Obsession. I'm going to be using the lightest color there, more of a neutral, just to set my concealer before I start using darker tones. Dark tones, that's what I meant to say, just had a tongue twister. And I'm just going to be really patting this just to set the concealer. And I'm using a fluffy brush just to really get in there and set everything together. So the palette that I'm using right now, it's actually going to be by doseofcolors and iluvsarahii. And the first color that I'm using from this palette, it's called Un Poquito Mas. I love neutral tones and I love the fact that this has more like a red undertone to it. And it's also a neutral tone, which you can practically use it with any eyeshadow look. And I'm using a Morphe brush. And I'm watching Netflix, by the way, as I am doing this makeup look, because my TV is literally right next to my beauty space where I film. Then after that, I'm gonna go and use my e.l.f. glitter glue, and I'm going to be putting that glitter glue all over my lid just to practically put glitter glue and make my eyeshadow more pigmented, just because I'm going to be doing a smoky eye today and I just want to make sure that the shadow has enough fallout, and if it does fall out, not as much as I wanted to have fallout. So then the next color that I'm going to be using from the palette, it's going to be called Loungy. It's a black eyeshadow, but it has like sparkles in it. And that's why I kind of got drawn to it today, just because I want this look to be vampy, but I want it to be like sexy at the same time. Something fun, because I usually don't do smoky eye, and if I do, it's probably for Halloween. And then what I decided to do is kind of like have like a cat eye effect for the look. I was actually thinking about like the whole Kim Kardashian like Met Gala look. So that's why I have like a cat eye in the inner corners going on. So then the next thing that I'm going to be using is actually a MAC eyeshadow that I got from a collection a long time ago. It's called Strike While Hot. Don't know if I'm saying this right. But basically I'm using that all over my crease just to make it a little bit darker. And it's more of like a red undertone, so that's the look that I'm going for, a little more on the smoky side. And then I'm going to be using an e.l.f. pencil. This one's black, just to smoke everything out and make it look a little bit more vampy. And then I'm going to be using a concealer by e.l.f. This one is called Medium. I feel like it was a little too gray, so then I decided to go back and use another one because it wasn't really working for me. Like, it was good at first, but just because I had a little fallout of the black from the shadow, it just started looking a little too crazy, so I did change it. And as you guys could see, I'm not even going to edit out. I was literally struggling just to make it a little bit more brighten with everything. So that's why I decided to use my Makeup Revolution concealer in C2 to go over it, because it was looking great still. And I'm using my powder from e.l.f. in light medium just to give it a little more color. And then I went with my Dermablend translucent powder just to set everything. I use this mostly underneath my eyes and in my chin area just to set my concealer and just to set my chin area, just because I tend to be a little bit more in the drier side when it comes to my chin area, especially in the fall and winter. My skin, it just flakes in my chin for some weird reason, so that's why I am doing that. So then we're gonna go back to Poquito Mas, and I'm literally gonna be putting that all over underneath my lash line just to smoke everything out, especially because I already have the black going on. I wanted to bring it out a little bit more just so it can make me look a little bit tired. So I'm bringing it down like past my lash line area, just a little bit more down. And then I'm going to be using my bronzer, and I'm not going to be going straight. I'm basically going to bring the bronzer down just so I look a little bit more pale and my structure looks a little more tired and dead. So that's why I'm bringing my bronzer down. And then I decided to do it on my forehead a little bit more, but I'm going to be adding that same shadow that I was using earlier. I'm going to be putting it as well with my bronzer. Basically, I'm going to mix it all together just so I can look a little bit more dead. So I'm using a smaller brush just so I can get in certain areas, and I'm just literally putting it little by little, just I could look a little more pale and a little bit more red, and I'm mixing it with the bronzer as well, and I'm bringing it down. So I decided to use more of a crease brush to really be able to get it in the areas of my cheekbones when I bring it down, just so you can kind of get like the structure that I'm trying to go for. So that's why I'm using this brush. And it's a little more fluffier, so it blends a little bit more better. So then the next thing that I'm using is actually the same pencil that I used from my waterline. I'm going to be using that all over my lips just to use it as a lip liner before I put lipstick on. And then the liquid lipstick that I'm using is actually by Fenty Beauty. The color that I'm using is called Stunna. It's such a beautiful red. I literally wear this red every time that you guys see me on social media. Using this is the red that I usually go for. And I decided to use the eye pencil as a lip liner today just to make it a little bit more vampy and a little bit more darker. But I still wanted that like true red to pop out. So that's why I'm wearing this one today. So then after that, I decided to go back with a little bit of black and a brush just to kind of make sure that there was a little bit of black showing with this lip color that I have going on. So I just wanted to make sure that the edges were a little bit more mixed so you could see the black coming out a little bit. and I was detailing it in the corner just to make my mouth look a little bit bigger. And then I'm going to be using this highlighter by Makeup Revolution. Makeup Revolution is a shit, guys. I don't know if you guys have ever tried their highlighters, but their highlighters are bomb. I forgot the name of the highlighter, but I will leave it in the description so you guys will check it out. Their stuff is amazing. They're very pigmented. So far I've tried their highlighters, their lipsticks, and their foundations, and the foundations are bomb. They're very creamy. After that, I went with my e.l.f. glitter Milky Way and put it on top of my highlighter from a Makeup Revolution. And then I extended my lips to stand out a little bit more and a little bit bigger because I'm going to be putting blood. So it's going to look like it's dripping and like I bit somebody and went to get my meal for the day. So that's why I'm extending my lips a little bit, as you guys can see. So this is the final look, guys. I hope that you guys enjoy this video. Don't forget to give me a huge thumbs up. Leave any comments down below of the looks that you guys want to see next. And I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for all your love and support. See you guys later.
Oh no 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 ay. Oh no 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 ay. No no don't let her smile.